going on, guys? Liam here, and today we're going over round 8 tips for the 2023 NRL season. Who I'm tipping in each game, a few little punts I'm thinking about putting on as well, and a little bit of everything in between, guys. So let's get into this thing. If you're not already subscribed, guys, hit it now. I love you long time, and if you want to stay up to date with the team lists, tips, and then the recaps as well, hit that bell notification as well so you can stay up to date. And we're nearly at 1,000, man. It's only been a month or two, and damn, it's growing way faster than I would have thought it was. So thank you for everyone that's subscribed so far. You're all legends, and I love you heaps. Man, we got some good games. Let's go over these each individually really quick, and then we'll go into each game in a little bit more detail and who I'm tipping. So Thursday night, god damn, Bunnies, Panthers. I swear these Thursday night games have just been epic lately. And then this one too, man, I am looking forward to this. 8 p.m. we got Friday night, we have Eels versus Broncos. Okay, there's only one game on Friday this week, guys. Then we have Bulldogs, Sharkies, Cowboys, Knights, Dolphins, Titans, Tigers, Sea Eagles, Roosters, Dragons. That's always a good one. And then these both on Tuesday. Then we have Storm, Warriors, and Raiders get the bye. There you go. Good old Raiders having a week off. Alright, let's just have a real quick look at the table. So Broncos and Panthers still way up the top here. Warriors coming third. These, I'd say, Dragons, Raiders, Bulldogs, Cowboys, Tigers, all desperate for wins this week. You don't want to fall too much further behind. I think the Tigers are already cooked. Got their first 2 points of the season, but obviously off a bye. But yeah, Cowboys, Bulldogs, Raiders, and Dragons. If you know they don't have the finger on. Actually, they got the finger on the panic button. I don't know if they've quite hit it yet, but they'd be pretty damn close because you start dropping more games. What are we at, round 8? Yeah, you don't want to drop many more games before round 10, and then it can get ugly real quick. All right, so let's go. Rabbitohs, Panthers. All right, guys, I want you to as well drop who you think's going to win each game. So, Bunnies, Parramatta, Sharkies, and just drop it all 1 to 8. We'll see how you go at the end of the week. Team list, Kolo Matangi's out and Liam Martin's out. So he must have re-aggravated that hamstring. I actually haven't seen anything about it, but he's listed as out, so not great there. However, I don't think it will affect the game a whole heap, but I'm really surprised how firm, I know it's not super firm, but $1.50 to $2.56. I think Bunnies are a better team than that. But, yeah, I don't know. I actually had a look too. I did Bunnies minus 3.5, so essentially giving Penrith a 3.5 point head start. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen, but I'm like, damn, like if Bunnies can just win by more than one try, they're paying $3.70. I'm like, damn, that's not too bad at all. So I'm thinking about, even though my head is saying Penrith, I'm just thinking about chucking a lazy few bucks on that because, man, Bunnies can put on... If there's a sin bin, Bunnies will put 3 tries on you. They did last week. They're probably the best team at capitalising on sin bins, and it is so easy to get a sin bin now. So if you can take Bunnies with a little, like giving the other team a little head start at the moment, I think it's pretty good value just because they're probably the best team at stripping you for numbers anyway. And if you're actually down a person in the line, you're cooked. Like, they're going to score points. So, like we saw last year, Cleary gets sent off. You can imagine what they did. Bunnies would do to you if you only got 12 men for half a game. See you later. It'll be all over. Let's have a quick look at the team stats head to head, see how they're both going. So Penrith's had their number the last couple of performances. What are we at? Current season. So we've got 57. So they're 4 from 7 and 6 from 4. So slightly better win rate. Played one less game. Obviously they had the bye. Completion rate 80%. Bunnies still have to tidy this up. I think they completed at 80% last week, which was an improvement. This was down, I think, into the 60%. So that's not good enough. So I said it last week, Bunnies, if they want to win, they're going to have to complete it at least 80%. And, we'll have to wait and see how that happens. But look at the points scored and points conceded for the Panthers. That's, Jesus, it's a big gap. They've nearly scored as many points as the Bunnies with one less game. It's pretty impressive, man. Tackle efficiency, good from both teams. Play the ball speed, damn, they're quick, man. So that's something Bunnies will have to work on as well. But look, I'm for a tipping comp, I'm probably tipping the Panthers, but I'm thinking about having a little flutter on the Bunnies with a small minus. but we'll have to wait and see. But for a tip, I'm going Panthers to win this one. They should win that one. I think the line 6.5. I don't know. That's a bit long for me. I'd probably give them more like a 2.5, 3.5 point head start rather than 6.5. Man, Parramatta Broncos, this is going to be good. I love watching these two teams match up. It's in Darwin. Short turnaround for Parramatta. They played on Sunday and now they're playing on Friday, so wouldn't have got much training done on the weekend. And these odds, probably about right. Corey Oates comes back. Now, I do have issues with that, and I said last year, just looking at this, like Corey Oates has been in the top 5 for errors every year he's been in the league. Selwyn Cobbo he ran away with the errors per game last year, and I believe he's top 3 again this year. And Reece Walsh was actually in the top 5 last year, so it's going to be a lot of bombs from Mitch Moses, and they've got 3 of the leading errors in the game. So Parramatta can score points in bunches. We saw last week it was 0-0 till about the 20th minute mark, then boom, try. I'm really interested to see if Parramatta does do that, how resilient the Broncos are. I'm not knocking the Broncos at all. They've been the best. I've done videos where I said they are the best team in the comp at the moment, and but I do question I see they get frustrated when everything's not going their way. And you see the difference between them and Penrith. When things aren't going Penrith's way, they just sort of get on with it. And they just keep going and they just keep doing what they do. They trust their systems. Broncos, even though last week they ended up beating the Titans quite comfortably when it was even, and Titans actually had it on top of them a little bit. You just watch them getting frustrated, swinging. Even Pat Carrigan swiping someone's face on the ground, giving away stupid penalties and stuff like that. So that'd be on Adam Reynolds to keep these younger guys in check. Corey Oates as well, being more of a vet as well. So it's a young team, isn't it? And Kurt Capewell too. Just keep these young guys in check, because Parramatta can score in bunches, and if they do that, you can't lose your head. Parramatta's probably going to have defensive lapses. You can get the points back. Don't do anything stupid. Blah blah blah. Do all that sort of stuff. Let's have a look at the team stats and how they've matched up. That's right, Parramatta gave them a hiding last time they played, 53-6. Broncos got them a little bit earlier in the year last year. Broncos are going win, loss, win. Then the Parramatta's loss, win. Parramatta not desperate for a win, but they would love another one. They would love another one. I don't think the Broncos are quite as desperate. Win 86% to 43%. Parramatta really need to at least be at 500. 500 means you're at least one half your games. You know what I mean? So they'd want to be 4 from 8. They don't want to be 3 from 8. That's not a good record. Completion rate both very even. It's actually a little bit. Parramatta had that real bad game. That's right. That lowered that. So tackle efficiency very similar as well. Play the ball speed. Broncos have them there a little bit. Let's have a look at this team list. So we've got RCG up against Flegler. How good. Hodgson versus Billy Walters, Junior Paulo versus Payne Haas, Sean Lane versus Capewell, Bryce Cartwright versus. It's really good. This is a really good matchup in the forwards. Like, these guys are quite similar. The taller, longer, rangier props. You know what I mean? Hookers. The OG versus a new guy. Junior Paulo, 2 starting New South Wales props, both big boys, both more round than tall. And then we've got, a bit of a weaker matchup, Jordan Ricky versus Bryce Cartwright, but they're both doing their thing. And then we've got 2 really high-quality 13s. And then let's have a look at their bench. Jermaine Hopgood, Hands, Wiremu, Greg Dorey. Probably would slightly give Parramatta's bench to the nod there. I know they're all new players, but Wiremu Greg's been amazing. Brennan Hands has been amazing. Hopgood's just on another level. And but yeah, good to see Kobe Hetherington back too. But let's get back to the stats quickly. So play the ball speeds, wins at this venue, 75%. So this is in Darwin, obviously. So Broncos have had one game there and have lost it. So I actually thought for some reason that Parramatta lose at Darwin, because they take a game there every year, but maybe it was just last year they lost, because that's a really good win rate. So they don't lose much in Darwin. Damn, maybe that's why they take the game there. Last year they took the Cowboys there, and Cowboys have a massive fan base in Darwin, so it was pretty much a home game for North Queensland, which is pretty funny. So it was good to see Broncos. But yeah, I used to work in Darwin a bit, just travelling work, and there is a lot of Parramatta presence there, so obviously they've got a deal like with Tourism Darwin or something like that, so that's why they're doing it. So it should be a good one anyway, man. I love watching these two teams play. It's always a good one. Bulldogs, Sharkies, poor old doggies. Kraz out as well. I mean, look at this team. It's King. Pangai Jr. was good last week. His first stint was incredible. His second stint, a few errors and stuff like that. But that's sort of what Pangai does. He very rarely gives you two good stints. He'll usually give you one brilliant one, then a bit of a rocky one. But yeah, it's they're just really weak. And goddamn, Sharkies were good last week. Oh, I didn't give my tip, did I? I'm gonna tip just as an out. So I'm gonna go Parramatta here. I'll probably give him a 4.5 point head start. I just have a feeling that if they get on top of Broncos, they'll implode. But yeah, Broncos obviously deserve to be favourites. They've been the best in the comp. But I just have a feeling Parramatta are going to get this one. I just feel like if with Mitchell Moses' kicking game, bombing the hell out of those back three, if they can get a few errors out of the back three early, I think they could go on and win it and possibly put on a big score. Maybe not quite that big, but I feel like they could possibly put on a big score on the Broncos. Just more of an ambush sort of game. Sort of thing, but I actually think a loss of Broncos would be pretty good for them. I think if they just keep winning games and playing the way they're playing, they'll probably make the finals and get smoked. I think that a few losses to some good teams will actually be good for the Broncos. It's nothing wrong with dropping a few games throughout the season. It makes you go back and work on things. And even though they've been the best, they've still got a lot to work on. So that's just my opinion on them. Bulldog Sharkies. I mean, look, this isn't. Poor old, like I said, $3.90, $1.26. I'm obviously tipping the Sharkies, but Sharkies have had the wood on them last couple of times. Not great from either team, to be honest. 3 from 7. Completion rate 75. It's not putrid. Tackle efficiency all right. Sharkies have been winning the ruck lately, which is really good. Pretty good win rate at this venue. It's not too bad, but Sharkies are a different beast this year. They're a very good team, and I dare say they're going to get the win. What do we got now? Oh, this is a tough one. I was literally just messaging a mate who's a Cowboys fan, and he messaged me and goes, I'm putting money on the Knights here. And I'm like, it's sort of weird how good the Knights have been playing and how bad the Cowboys are playing, but they're still favourites. Knights also getting back Safidi and Ponga, but they're still underdogs. And I reckon it's worth a punt, chucking in a few bucks on the Knights, but what do you do? This one's so hard. I'm really interested to see how Ponga comes back into the mix. Has he fixed up his tackling technique? Is he going to get knocked out on his first tackle again? What's going on there? Is he going to be tentative? Is he going to be scared to tackle? I'm really interested in this game. More to see how Ponga goes. Because they've been playing as such a good team lately. It's been really, really good. I've actually really enjoyed watching them play, but then you just look at this team, it's so stacked. Drinkwater, Felt, Holmes, Hiku, Tagalungi, Deard and Chad, McLean. This team is stacked. How are they losing games? It's actually mind-blowing to me, man. But what do you do? And look at that, 38-0, 37, Jesus Christ. Some high scorers, but right, some completion rates 80, so Knights going to have to tidy this up a little bit. Very similar play the ball speeds. Cowboys they're usually faster than most teams. Wins at this venue 49, 0%. 0 from 3, damn. Maybe that's why they're underdogs. Damn, that's crazy. Oh yeah, it is a relatively new venue, isn't it? Damn, that's crazy. I'm going to go the Knights with no confidence. I'm going to go the Knights. I'm going to have a little look at this one. I might try and take them plus. If I can get them at about plus 4.5, 5.5, 6.5 for $1.70, 80, I might take the Knights there because I don't think the Cowboys will give them a hiding. Knights have been really good at just staying in games. I might take Knights with a little bit of a head start if I can. All right, Dolphins, Titans. Man, I'm not going to lie, I have no idea who's going to win this game. I'm just not even trying. AJ Brimson named back, but Jaden Campbell named at fullback. So not too sure what's going to go on there. If Brimmy's healthy and ready to go and he's as good as he was the first few games of the year, I think that'll go a long way to help him. But I've really been enjoying the way the Dolphins have been playing. I think I'm expecting a big game from Tino. He was pretty disappointed with last week. He let his team down a little bit with that sin bin, even though I don't think it was a sin bin. Dolphins. I'm going to go Titans. But again, with zero confidence. I'm not confident at all with this one. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I've really been impressed with Katoa. I think Nicarima, the start of his last week's game, was sick. Ewan Aiken, really good. Zarko's been good. Hamaso's just blows me away every time he plays, how good he's gotten so quickly. West Tigers, Seagulls. Oh, man. Look, Tigers are messing with their back line again. They've put this Buller guy in. Apparently he's been beasting at the lower grades, but Charlie Staines, I thought, did an awesome job. I think he's the only reason they were in the game last week. The week before, when they played last. And now they've messed with it again. Dewey's out. I thought Brett Naden had been pretty good as well. He's out too. Seagulls getting some players back. Schuster and Ruben Garrick. I don't know. I'm going to go Seagulls here quite comfortably. Seagulls touched them up the last few times and just losing record. Completion rate too low. Yeah, I'm not liking any of that at all. So, poor old Tigers. I'm not going to lay the boot into you and tell you how bad you are or anything like that, like everyone else is. Man, I have faith in you. You can get your stuff together and win some games this year. Man, this is going to be a cracker. Always a good one on the Anzac Day. Got Crichton back, Tupanua back. Tupanua was super underrated. Sewer out for St George Illawarra. I just feel I feel like the Dragons have no identity. Like, they don't know who they are. They just sort of rock up and play footy. I think, to be honest, I think the Roosters are a little bit that way at the moment too. It's sort of like, give it to, you know what I mean? They're like, I thought by now we'd be like, all right, they're going to bash it up through the middle and then, be an offloading team with Teddy zipping up through the middle, or we're going to be that slick, structured team. We're going to be that hard to... They don't seem to have an identity either, but I think with Crichton and Tupanua back, what's his name? Joseph Manu comes in at 5'8", and Sam Walker has been dropped. The more time Joey Manu touches the ball, the more likely that team is to win. He's a monster. So, I'm going to go the Roosters here comfortably. Team stats, have a quick look. 54-26. Damn, they got him Monday, April 2022. That was pretty early in the year. That's right, there was a ton of injuries there too. A couple losses for the Roosters as well. They're desperate for a win, and, well, I guess so are the Dragons. 2 from 6, not great. But, Roosters, I think, will mean business this week, and I think they could actually put a score on here. But we'll have to wait and see. Storm Warriors, damn, I'm actually pumped for this one, man. I'm on the Warriors bandwagon. My favourite second row, and the Cora's back. Tui Kamamitha's out, but Big Nelson comes back in. Big inclusion. I genuinely think the Warriors can win this game. I think they're actually better than these odds here. But I'm going to tip the Storm just was my head, you know what I mean? These guys back. Nick Meaney back at fullback. Cam Munster back in his preferred position. They got embarrassed last week. I think they're going to come out hard, and it is at home. Yeah, but Warriors still missing a few players. Freddie Lussick's filling in, and Dylan Walker's filling in as well. So a couple fill-in players, not at full strength. You need to be perfect to beat the Storm, and let's have a look. Jesus Christ, 70-10. Oh, that's right. That's when Pappenhausen scored like 40 points himself, eh? Damn. I've got to check this game out. Oh, what have I done? I've clicked on KFC. Oh, here we go. Damn. Look at this. What a hide, and Reece Walsh got a conversion. Damn. They just literally scored tries every 2 or 3 minutes. Wow. Yeah, that's right. Pappenhausen just scored tries. Wow. Pappenhausen 2 tries. And then all these conversions. And then Nick Meaney. He must have got injured. 2 penalty goals as well. Damn. That is insane. What a hiding. Let's get back to team stats. So, won their last game. Lost their last game. Wins this year, 57. So who would have thought the Warriors are up on the damn Storm? That's crazy. 4 from 7, 5 from 7. Points conceded to points scored relatively even, so they're not blowing teams out. So same with the Warriors, relatively even. Theirs is slightly better. Completion rate, that's so good from the Warriors. Who would have thought the Warriors would have a better completion rate than the Melbourne Storm through a season? It's insane. So good. I'm so proud of the Warriors. Wins at this venue, damn, they're tough to beat there. 3 from 12. I thought Warriors had a pretty good... I mean, obviously not the last couple of years, but I thought the Warriors used to touch up the Storm at home back in the day. I thought it was like their bogey team, or maybe it's a different venue. But I thought I remember the Warriors being good in Melbourne. But anyway, that doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm going to take the Warriors. I'm going to take the Storm. I feel like they were a bit embarrassed. They got pumped physically, got completely outplayed. They got embarrassed. And I think they might come out strong here. But I'm really tipping the Warriors to put in a really good fight here. And I actually want them to win. I think it would be great for rugby league to see them winning again. So I'm going for the Warriors, but I'm tipping the Storm. That's it, guys. We're all done. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.